The sun burned hot over the crowded streets of Lagos. Horns blared, dust filled the air, and young Victor weaved through cars, balancing sachets of water in his tiny hands. Every sale meant a few coins. Every coin meant food for the day. He was just a boy, but already carrying the weight of survival. Life had dealt him blows too early. He lost his mother when he was still small, and his father struggled to keep the family afloat. Victor and his siblings knew hunger. They knew hardship. They knew what it meant to live one step away from despair. But even in those moments, when the streets seemed endless and hope felt far away, there was one thing that lit his soul on fire: football. Barefoot, on rough grounds and dusty pitches, he chased the ball with friends who were just as desperate to escape the life that trapped them. His energy was unmatched, his determination louder than his voice. People would stop to watch, shaking their heads in disbelief at the skinny boy who played like his life depended on it. And in truth, it did. Football wasn't just a game for Victor. It was his way out. Yet doors didn't swing open easily. He faced rejection after rejection from local academies. Coaches told him he was too raw, too thin, not polished enough. But what they didn't see was the fire inside him, the hunger born from the streets. That fire refused to die. Eventually, he found a home with Ultimate Strikers Academy, where his talent finally had a chance to breathe. The turning point came in 2015, when the world would hear the name Victor Osimhen for the first time. At the FIFA U17 World Cup in Chile, the boy from Lagos didn't just play, he dominated. 10 goals, a record-breaking performance, and the golden boot. Suddenly, the boy who once ran through Lagos traffic with sachets of water was on the radar of Europe's biggest clubs. Wolfsburg in Germany became his first destination. For many, it was a dream. But reality can be cruel. Far from home, battling injuries, struggling with loneliness, Osimhen's dream nearly crumbled. He couldn't find his rhythm, and whispers began, another African talent lost in Europe. Depression crept in, but the fighter in him never let go. A lone move to Charleroi in Belgium changed everything. There, he rediscovered his confidence, his hunger, his goals. Week after week, the net rippled, and suddenly the world remembered the boy who once broke records as a teenager. From Belgium, he made the leap to Lille in France, and that's where Victor truly announced himself as one of Europe's deadliest young strikers. Then came Napoli, a record transfer fee, heavy expectations, and a chance to prove himself on the biggest stage. The pressure would have crushed many, but not Victor. With his trademark mask and relentless style, he became a warrior for Napoli. His goals fired them to their first Serie A title in 33 years, a moment that etched his name into history. From the streets of Lagos to the summit of Italian football, his journey had come full circle. But for Victor, wearing the green and white of Nigeria carried a pride even money couldn't buy. From the moment he debuted for the Super Eagles, fans saw in him not just a striker, but a symbol of hope. He became the man to rely on, the one who carried a nation's dream on his shoulders. With every goal, every sprint, every celebration, he reminded Nigerians that one of their own had risen from the harshest beginnings to stand tall on the world stage. His goals helped Nigeria qualify for major tournaments, and his presence struck fear in African defenses. From AFCON nights to World Cup qualifiers, Osimhen turned into the heartbeat of the national team. Each time he stepped onto the pitch, millions of Nigerians saw themselves in him. The street vendor, the dreamer, the fighter. And then, the crowning moment of recognition came. In 2023, Victor Osimhen was named African Footballer of the Year, the first Nigerian in 24 years to win it, following legends like Nwankwo Kanu. Standing on that stage with the trophy in his hands, the boy who once ran through Lagos traffic selling water had officially become the king of African football. Even now, when the lights shine brightest and crowds chant his name, Victor carries his past with him. He knows the sting of hunger, the pain of rejection, the weight of loss. And maybe that's why every sprint, every header, every goal feels like more than football. It feels like survival. It feels like victory over life itself. Victor Osimhen's story is not just about talent. It's about resilience, about believing when the world tells you no, about turning pain into power. From selling pure water on the hot streets of Lagos, to lifting trophies in Europe, to being crowned Africa's very best, he has shown the world that greatness can come from the humblest beginnings. And as he continues to rise, one question remains for all of us. If Victor could fight his way from nothing to everything, what excuse do the rest of us have? And as he continues to rise, one question remains for all of us. If Victor could fight his way from nothing to everything, what excuse do the rest of us have? This is the heart of football. This is goal and glory. If Victor Osimhen's story inspired you, don't just leave, join the journey. Hit the like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe so you never miss another story of struggle, passion, and triumph from the world of football. Because here, we don't just watch the game, we live the story behind it.